Most people drift through life with wishes, not goals. But you're here because you want more. More clarity, more purpose, more direction. Today, we're unlocking the power of goal setting and vision so you can create a future that excites you, challenges you, and transforms you. Let me tell you something powerful. Your future is not decided by chance. It's designed by choice. When you set clear goals and build a strong vision, you give your life direction. You give yourself something to chase, something to become. Here are 6 life-changing principles that will help you build a future worth living. Most people spend their entire lives wishing for a better life, but they never take the time to define what that actually means. They carry dreams in their hearts, but never carve those dreams into clear, detailed goals. And that's why their life remains blurry, because the vision inside them is blurry. Jim Rohn said, "The clearer the picture, the stronger the pull." And he was right. When your goals have clarity, they become magnetic. They start pulling you forward, guiding your actions, shaping your decisions, and giving your life a sense of direction that wandering minds never experience. To define what you want, you must start by being brutally honest with yourself. Ask questions that most people avoid. What kind of life do you truly want? What does success look like for you? Not for society, not for your family, not for your past, but for you. Do you want financial freedom? Then don't just say, "I want to make more money." Write down the exact income you want to earn. Decide how much you want to save, invest, and grow. If you want a healthier lifestyle, don't just say, "I want to get fit." Describe the routine you want to follow, the weight you want to achieve, and the habits you're willing to build. Being specific is powerful because it transforms your dreams from imagination into instruction. The mind doesn't work well with vagueness. If your goals are foggy, your actions will be foggy. But when your goals are clear, they give your mind something sharp to focus on. You no longer wake up wondering what to do. You wake up knowing exactly what needs to be done. Clarity creates discipline, and discipline creates results. You must also picture the lifestyle you want. How do you want your days to feel? What kind of people do you want around you? What level of peace do you want in your life? What kind of work do you want to do? When you define your lifestyle, you're not just designing your future, you're designing the person you must become to live that future. And that's critical because your goals don't just require action, they require transformation. The most important part of defining what you want is understanding that you are allowed to want big things. Too many people shrink their dreams because they believe they're asking for too much. They think success is reserved for others, not realizing that clarity is the first step to claiming their own greatness. When you write down your goals with confidence and detail, you tell your mind, your environment, and your future that you are ready for growth. Vague goals create vague results, and that's why so many people stay stuck. But when you define your goals with precision, your life begins to align with that clarity. You attract opportunities that match your vision. You take actions that move you forward. You develop habits that support your dreams. And slowly, day by day, your life starts moving in the direction you truly desire. That is the power of defining exactly what you want. A powerful vision is more than a set of goals written on paper. It's the emotional blueprint of the life you want to live. It's the image that pulls you forward on the days when motivation runs low and obstacles feel heavy. When your vision is truly aligned with who you want to become, it has the power to wake you up with purpose, ignite your ambition, and give your life a sense of direction that no outside force can shake. A great vision doesn't just guide you, it inspires you. It makes you sit up straighter, breathe deeper, and believe more boldly. It becomes your internal compass. To create a vision that inspires you, you have to step beyond the limits of your current circumstances. Don't build a vision based on what you think is realistic. Build it based on what you truly desire. For once, give yourself permission to imagine without restriction. Picture the life you want in full color. What does your ideal day look like from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you go to sleep? What kind of home do you live in? What kind of work do you do? Who do you spend time with? How do you feel as you move through that future life? The more detail you give your vision, the more alive it becomes. Emotion is the fuel that makes a vision powerful. Facts inform you, but emotions transform you. When your vision carries emotion, excitement, pride, joy, gratitude, it becomes unforgettable. It becomes something you crave, something you can't walk away from. And that emotional attachment is what drives consistent action. When you are emotionally connected to your future, discipline becomes easier, sacrifices become meaningful, and challenges become steps instead of barriers.
A vision is not just about what you want to achieve. It's about who you want to become. Think about the qualities of the future version of you. Are they confident, disciplined, wise, driven, peaceful, strong? Your vision should include the inner transformation, not just the external achievements. When you visualize your future self with clarity, you start aligning your present habits with that future identity. You begin to act like the person you want to become. And that single shift changes everything. Your vision should stretch you. It should make you a little uncomfortable, because anything that inspires you will also challenge you. If your vision doesn't require growth, it's not big enough. If it doesn't push you to upgrade your habits, expand your mindset, or elevate your discipline, then it won't change your life. A strong vision pulls you forward because it represents a higher version of yourself waiting to be realized. The beauty of a powerful vision is that once you can see it clearly in your mind, you can begin building it in your life. Clarity creates direction. Direction creates action. Action creates results. And results create momentum. When your mind knows exactly where you're going, your life begins to follow. Your decisions become sharper. Your focus tightens. Your energy shifts from wandering to intentional. A true vision doesn't just show you what's possible, it convinces you that it's inevitable as long as you stay committed. When you can see your future with clarity and feel it with emotion, you're no longer just wishing for a better life, you're preparing for it. That is the power of a vision that genuinely inspires you. Big dreams inspire you, but daily actions shape you. No matter how powerful your goal is, it remains nothing more than a wish unless you break it into small, consistent actions that you practice every single day. Jim Rohn said it perfectly. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. This is the truth most people overlook. They set huge, exciting goals, but they never build the framework of daily habits to support them. They dream of transformation, but stay loyal to their old routines. And old routines can't create a new life. When you break your goals into daily actions, you make the impossible feel possible. You turn a mountain into small steps that you can climb steadily. You remove the fear, the overwhelm, and the confusion that often stop people before they even begin. The key to turning a goal into a reality is not intensity, it's consistency. Doing a little each day beats doing a lot once in a while, because small daily habits compound, they stack, they build momentum. They slowly change who you are and what you're capable of. Think about the future you want, the income, the health, the mindset, the relationships, the lifestyle. All of it is shaped by what you repeatedly do. If you want to become someone successful, you need habits that match that identity. If you want a strong body, your daily action might be a 20-minute workout or a healthier meal. If you want more knowledge, your daily action might be reading 10 pages or watching a lesson. If you want more discipline, your action might be waking up on time or keeping small promises to yourself. These actions may seem tiny, but practiced daily, they transform your life. Breaking your big goals into daily steps also gives you clarity. It tells you exactly what to do and when to do it. Clarity removes hesitation. When you know the next step, you don't waste energy guessing or doubting. You simply take action. And with each action, you build a little more confidence. Confidence doesn't come from dreaming big. It comes from acting consistently. Every day you complete your small tasks, you prove to yourself that you can trust your own decisions. You build self-respect. You build momentum. Daily actions also protect you from procrastination. When a goal feels too big, too distant, or too overwhelming, your mind will naturally delay it. But when your goal is chunked into simple, doable actions, something you can complete today, it becomes far easier to start. And starting is half the battle. Once you begin taking daily steps, your brain forms new patterns. Those patterns turn into routines. Those routines turn into habits, and habits turn into your lifestyle. This is why daily actions matter more than motivation. Motivation is unpredictable. It comes and goes. But habits, once built, stay with you automatically. They guide you automatically. They keep you aligned with your future, even on days when you don't feel like trying. Breaking your goals into daily actions creates a system that supports your success. Instead of relying on willpower, you rely on routine. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, you build progress daily. The truth is simple. Success isn't a giant leap. It's a series of small steps, repeated with discipline. When you commit to daily action, your dreams stop being dreams. They become plans. And those plans, with enough consistency, become your reality. Build the habits today that match the future you want tomorrow. Your future self is depending on the decisions you make right now. Tracking your progress weekly is one of the most powerful habits you can develop on your journey toward success. Most people set goals with enthusiasm, take a few steps forward, and then drift without realizing where they're going wrong. They assume they're improving, but without measurement, improvement becomes guesswork. The truth is simple. If you don't track it, you can't improve it. Weekly tracking gives you clarity, direction, and control over your growth.
When you sit down once a week and look at what you accomplished, you're not just reviewing your actions, you're strengthening your awareness. Awareness is the foundation of transformation. You can't fix what you don't recognize, and you can't build what you don't measure. A weekly review allows you to pause, reflect, and analyze your choices. It turns your journey into a guided process instead of a random one. Instead of hoping things will get better, you intentionally shape your next steps. Each week, ask yourself 3 simple questions. What did I do well? What did I miss? What do I need to improve? These questions are powerful because they shift your attention from emotion to strategy. Instead of feeling discouraged when you fall short, you learn from it. Instead of feeling satisfied without progress, you push yourself further. Improvement becomes a system, not an accident. You begin to see patterns, habits that help you, habits that hurt you, and habits that need adjusting. And these small adjustments accumulate into massive transformation over time. Weekly tracking also keeps you honest with yourself. It's easy to believe you're working hard when you're actually being inconsistent. It's easy to assume you're staying disciplined when you're actually slipping. But when you track your habits, actions, and results, the truth becomes clear. There's no room for excuses and no space for self-deception. This kind of honesty is empowering, not discouraging. It puts you back in control. It shows you exactly where your energy is going and whether your actions match your ambitions. Another benefit of weekly tracking is that it increases your motivation. When you see even small progress, you feel encouraged. You realize your efforts matter. You understand that change is happening, even if slowly. Progress creates momentum, and momentum is one of the most powerful forces in personal growth. One checked box, one completed habit, one improved action. These small wins fuel you to keep going. They remind you that you're capable, committed, and moving forward. Weekly tracking also helps you avoid burnout. When you review your week, you can notice where you're pushing too hard or not enough. You learn to balance your energy, adjust your workload, and refine your approach. Instead of repeating the same mistakes for months, you correct them early. Instead of drifting off track, you pull yourself back quickly. These small course corrections prevent big failures. Most importantly, weekly tracking connects awareness with action. Reflection without action changes nothing. Action without reflection leads to chaos. But awareness combined with action creates growth. Each week becomes an opportunity to upgrade your habits, strengthen your discipline, and align your behavior with your goals.
It turns your life into a continuous cycle of learning, adjusting, and improving. When you track your progress weekly, you stop living by chance and start living by intention. You take ownership, you take responsibility, and that responsibility becomes the foundation of your success. Over time, these weekly reflections will shape you into someone more aware, more disciplined, and far more capable of achieving the life you want. The people you surround yourself with have a powerful influence on the direction of your life. Whether you realize it or not, your environment is shaping your habits, your mindset, and your expectations every single day. When you spend time around people who complain, settle, or make excuses, you slowly begin to think and act like them. Their energy seeps into your thoughts, their fears influence your decisions, and their lack of ambition weakens your standards. But when you surround yourself with goal-driven, forward-focused individuals, you rise to match their energy, their focus, and their drive. That's the power of the environment. You don't just live in it, you absorb it. Goal-driven people don't just talk about dreams, they work for them. They challenge themselves, they stay disciplined, they push through obstacles, and most importantly, they elevate everyone around them. When you're in the presence of such people, you naturally feel the need to grow. Their success doesn't intimidate you, it inspires you. Their habits don't pressure you, they guide you. Being around driven people makes you question your own limitations and raises your personal standards. You begin to think bigger, act bolder, and dream with greater confidence. Your environment becomes your mirror. If your circle is lazy, you'll be tempted to slow down. If your circle is negative, your thinking will become limited. But if your circle is ambitious, your mindset will expand. If your circle sets goals and pursues them with passion, you'll feel motivated to do the same. This is why Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Those 5 people shape your beliefs, your confidence, and your expectations for the future. Think about it. You cannot build a $1 million future with a 10-rupee mindset around you. The people with limited thinking will tell you to be realistic, to settle for less, or to stop trying so hard. They say these things not because you can't achieve more, but because they don't believe they can. Their fear becomes your limitation if you let it influence you. But goal-driven people think differently. They remind you that growth is possible, that success takes effort, and that discipline is worth it. They don't fear big dreams, they chase them. Surrounding yourself with goal-driven individuals also creates accountability. When you tell a disciplined person about your goals, they won't let you forget them. They'll check in, they'll challenge you, they'll push you. Instead of enabling excuses, they encourage solutions. Instead of dragging you down, they lift you up. This kind of support system is invaluable. It keeps you consistent, focused, and aligned with the future you want to build.
But this doesn't mean you must cut everyone out of your life. It means you need to consciously choose who you spend most of your time with. Seek mentors, join communities, follow people online who inspire you, and connect with individuals who live the life you want. Your circle doesn't have to be big. It just needs to be aligned with your goals. At the end of the day, your environment will either make you or break you. It will push you forward or hold you back. So choose wisely. Surround yourself with people who think big, work hard, and dream boldly. Spend time with those who elevate your mindset and challenge your potential. Because when your circle grows, you grow. And when your environment is powerful, your future becomes limitless. Staying committed when things get hard is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Every meaningful goal comes with challenges, obstacles, and moments of self-doubt. This is not a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's proof that the path matters. Anything worth having demands effort, patience, and perseverance. When the journey becomes difficult, most people slow down, give up, or start questioning their abilities. But those who stay committed, especially during the hard moments, unlock a level of strength they never knew they had. Difficulties are not barriers, they are training. Every challenge you face is a lesson in disguise, shaping you for the life you want. Hard days build resilience. Setbacks build creativity. Struggles build character. Without these experiences, you would never develop the strength required to hold the success you're chasing. The process is not just preparing you for the goal, it is preparing you to become the person who is capable of achieving it. The growth that happens inside you during the journey is far more valuable than the achievement itself. There will be days when motivation disappears, days when progress feels slow, days when quitting looks easier than continuing. These moments aren't a signal to stop. They're a test of your commitment. When your emotions say, "I can't," your discipline must say, "I will." Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. It's waking up for your future, not your comfort. It's doing the work even when the excitement has faded. This is where true winners are made, not when things are easy, but when things are hard. When you feel like giving up, remind yourself why you started. Reconnect with the vision that lit a fire inside you. Think of the future you're building, the version of yourself you're trying to become, and the life you know you deserve. Let that vision pull you forward. Your why is stronger than any obstacle you face. Goals powered by purpose become unstoppable, because when your heart is invested, your determination becomes unbreakable. Consistency during tough times is what creates breakthroughs. Every time you push through resistance, you increase your capacity. You build mental toughness, emotional strength, and an unshakable belief in yourself. The people who achieve extraordinary success are not always the most talented. They are the ones who refused to quit. They showed up on days when others didn't. They continued when others stopped. They valued long-term growth over temporary comfort. Remember this: discipline builds destiny. Your future is shaped not by the easy days, but by the difficult ones. Anyone can stay committed when conditions are perfect, but it's your commitment in imperfect conditions that defines you. The struggle you're experiencing is not a punishment, it's preparation. The pressure you feel today is building the strength you'll rely on tomorrow. So keep going. Push one more step. Try one more time. Hold on a little longer. You are stronger than your excuses, bigger than your fears, and far more capable than your doubts allow you to believe. Stay committed even when it gets hard, because that is exactly when your transformation is happening. Your breakthrough is on the other side of your perseverance. Your goals are the blueprint. Your vision is the fuel. Your actions are the bridge. Design your future, commit to it, and watch the world open its doors to you.